Welcome to video 2 of Objection Handling Level 1. In today's video, we're going to discuss the difference between the average salesperson and the sales pro. Okay, let's take a moment and review what we learned in video 1. Now, we learned that there are 4 key components that impact the success of a top performer: product knowledge, sales skill, the inner game, and understanding the buyer's mind. And we identified that the number 1 key factor that was most important in all top performers were basically how they mastered their own personal mindset, their inner game. We also know the difference between success and wild success is knowing what to do with the no. Throughout the series, you will come to realize that there is a yes in everyone. Your job is to find it before you give up. Now, we see that there's a difference between the sales pro and the common stereotypical salesperson. What is it about their attitude that you think is the underlying cause of that difference? The difference between the average salesperson and the sales pro is that the average salesperson pushes their product and service on the prospect. It's the push perspective. Whereas the sales pro uses a pull strategy where the customer buys rather than being sold. Now, we don't like being sold, but we love to buy, don't we? Now, the sales pro easily and naturally incorporates this pull approach into their sales conversations, primarily because it's how they see their job, their role. The first of these 2 differences is the role they play. The sales pro, they play the role of the problem solver, the ally who's on the side of the buyer that's pulling versus pushing. They're the problem-solving ally. I kind of look at it like this. I never sell. Sometimes I help people buy. I help people solve their problems. I help them to be more successful. I help them to grow their sales, to grow their business. The second part is the job of a salesperson. The sales pro's job is to help bring the client to a decision, to help them to make up their mind while remembering that I am not the decision maker, they are. Free to make the decision that works best for them and is in their best interest. You see, one of the attitudes of the sales pro is that they give the permission to the prospect to say no, as long as it's a true decision and not just a reflex obstacle. A no answer is actually okay. As long as we come in with the attitude that it's okay to say no, there's actually this hidden power that is unleashed. What is actually happening psychologically for the prospect is they also have that permission to say yes when they have the permission to say no. Freedom to say yes actually moves them out of resistance and into choice. Now, would you like a shortcut to help you to integrate this shift of perspective into your own life? I'm sure, right? So let's do this by giving you a new job title. What if instead of seeing yourself as a salesperson, you gave yourself the title of buyer's consultant? Let's look at it as what a consultant really does. A consultant, do they help them to solve their problems? Sure, that's exactly what they do. Does a consultant help their client come to a decision? You bet. Does the consultant make the decision for the client? No, not at all. That's what the client does. The consultant just gives the client good information so the client can make a good decision, a decision that works for them. A buyer's consultant, a problem-solving ally that helps bring the client to a decision. After all, you'd rather be a buyer's consultant, wouldn't you? Instead of one of those pushy salespeople, right? Of course. A buyer's consultant who helps people buy. That's what we want, isn't it? So your action item this week: give yourself a new job title as a buyer's consultant, or a problem-solving ally, or a decision advocate, or the like. In conclusion, as you begin to take on this perception shift of a buyer's consultant, a problem-solving ally, a real shift begins to happen. And as this shift begins to happen, the fears of rejection and failure disappear. You begin to notice that when the pressure is taken off the prospect, they begin to relax, and you begin to relax. You find yourself happier since you no longer feel the pressure to sell someone. You find yourself becoming so much more effective, getting more results. Isn't that what you want? In the next video, we're going to explore the buyer's mind and understand what's at the root of these objections, how to tame them so that we can help them come to a winning decision. We'll see you there.